People of YouTube, my name is Steve Gray and thank you for watching. Today we are talking about The Promised Neverland Season 2, Episode 6. And I really liked this episode. I don't know if this was manga canon or not. It's anime canon. But I thoroughly enjoyed this episode because you got to see both aspects of it. So we got a few new characters whose names I'm probably going to forget. I'll try to get them pinned down more for next week, episode 7. I actually have the character roster in front of me, so I may look them up in the process of doing this right now. But Norman is 100% alive. He is real, but he has changed a lot as well. So Norman, we learn, was kept in this kind of, I want to say, a Holocaust-esque test facility is the best way to describe it, because they were experimenting on humans. If you're not familiar with U.S. history, well, actually it's more of German history, I should say. During the Holocaust, there were terrible experiments on human beings, and this is basically what they were doing as well. They're trying to figure out how to grow humans faster, stronger, and smarter in order to get them to develop quicker so they can eat them quicker, which makes sense. We learn that the demons, they need like at least one human. So they all have to eat at least one human to become human-esque. So they have to eat a human to become like a humanoid form, gain their intelligence. And with my guess is the more humans they eat, the smarter they get. So the more brains they eat, the smarter they become. However, Norman has figured out a way, while he was at this test facility, to make a special drug that recesses them. So recesses the demons into their primitive state, where it'll be a lot easier to kill them, and it's basically like shooting a wild animal at that point in time, as opposed to shooting something that is highly intelligent. And he plans to drug all demons, wipe everybody out, basically like the Holocaust. He plans to massacre the entire race of people, and most of the kids are okay with it. Emma has a kind of a semi-concerned look on her face, and then she has a conversation with Ray later on about that, but everyone seems to be perfectly fine with it. All of the kids that he saved from this experiment facility, they seem to be late teens, early 20s. That's my guess. I don't think any of them are over the age of 30 by the way they look, but we'll get into them momentarily. So Emma's talks to Ray and is like, I understand that demons eat humans. It's bad. It's terrifying. I don't like them. I understand that they're our enemy. But at the same time, I really don't want to kill all of them. Most of them have done no wrong to me personally. So it's kind of like, take out the hierarchy and then, let the villagers do what they need to do. And she was like, we know that there are demons out there that are humanoid and intelligent that don't eat people. So maybe there are exceptions to the rule, and of course there's always exceptions to the rule, but we don't know, Sonju and Muzika's background enough to where they have, if they've ever eaten a human in the past or not, or if they, kind of gorge themselves on people. Norman at the end of the episode, because this is how it ends, in a massive cliffhanger, and I'm really excited for episode 7 of The Promised Neverland. Norman says, was she a humanoided woman, small woman? And, Emma says yes to that, and it freaks Norman out. So I'm wondering if she was one of the ones doing experiments on the people at this facility that Norman was at. We don't really know. We don't know how high up on the food chain Muzika and Sonju are. If they're the ones that were doing experiments to try to grow them better for other demons. We don't know, but Norman looks extremely concerned at the end of the episode. We don't get a preview, as we usually don't with the show, but it's concerning because something happened between him and her. We don't know exactly what, but we'll just have to wait and see for that part next episode. The conversation Ray and Emma have is pretty much back to what I was saying. Is like, yes, I understand they're our enemy, but a lot of them have family. It brings a human aspect to these demons because they just want to provide for their family. They just want healthy children. It's the same thing we want. Healthy kids, get married. A lot of us have kids. make sure they're healthy, make sure they're good, grow up good and strong. And that's what a lot of these demons are just looking to do, protect their families, protect their loved ones, and wiping them out would, be problematic to a certain extent, is the best way to say that. And that's what Emma sees. That's what Emma and Ray talk about. And Ray's like, I have no solution for you. I'm sorry. And then Emma's like, why the heck did you make me, say this? I tried to bottle it down. And he was like, look, it's good because it allows you to express your emotions. It shows you, these kids are growing emotionally as well. And he's like, look, you can't just bottle that down. You can't bottle your emotions down forever, because eventually it's going to eat at you and it's going to pop out at a, inopportune time, and everybody's going to be pissed off of you. And that is why all these other kids that were in the laboratory as well with Norman, they were pissed off at him as well, because Norman has changed a lot. He is physically stronger to our knowledge. He doesn't seem as gentle as he used to be. And he is all about the mass murdering of an entire race. So slightly concerning. The one girl, let me see if I can get her name here. Probably most likely under escapees. She was literally eating demon meat, and that was kind of concerning to me, because you're eating something that's intelligent. So she, it's kind of one of those things. Ray even mentioned, well, that maybe this is how war starts. She was the angriest about it. The two other characters were angry about it as well. I'll throw up a picture at some point in time. I'm trying to find their names, but I can't seem to find it. Maybe if I click on Norman's page, who is currently trending his relationship, we'll see. Let's see. Introduction, skills and ability, relationship. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. It's Barbara, Silso, and Zazie. Sislo. There we go. Sislo. That's an L. It looks the font on the thing is slightly dark. And so Barbara, Sislo, and Zazie, all three. Barbara's the one that is not having it with Emma. She literally has this huge chunk of meat, like almost like a barbarian freaking Viking, just ripping it off from a demon meat. She's like, well, if they're gonna eat us, I'm gonna eat them. And this, like, it gives us a nice, warm, delicious feeling when we slit their throats. Apparently, also, Norman was the one that killed the demons in the first place for Emma and Ray when they first met. So he's definitely gotten a lot stronger physically. He's not, frail and weak as he used to be. Most likely because of these experiments. Now, he said he didn't get experimented on, but we don't really know that. We don't know what drugs he found in the lab to possibly make himself a lot stronger. Because all of these, think Captain America Super Soldier. That's where all of these kids were kind of more adults, I should say, are at. I'm going to see if we can actually get an age range on her. Oh, okay, so we're getting that classic anime trope again, where they look a lot older than they actually are. So Barbara is 16. Sislo is 17. Which Sislo looked like he was in his 30s. Dude's got gray hair, let me tell you. And let's see, Zazie is going to be... We don't get an 5. Whoa. Well, that may have been a spoiler. And I'm not going to edit that out. Because Zazie looks a lot older. So, they're experimented on, so it's kind of expected. Maybe their age will come into play next episode. But they're saying this person is 5, and this dude's like 6'2". His measurements are 200 centimeters. I'm going to go ahead and see what that is in feet for you right now. For my American friends, that's 6'5" in feet. 5-year-old is 6'5". That's crazy. I'm gonna maybe I'll put a spoiler somewhere in here. Maybe not. It's a minor spoiler. It's not the biggest deal in the world, his age. But because they did, we all know they got experimented on. But if he's actually 5, that's kind of concerning. I mean, it's right off the Wikipedia page, and they're not marking it as a spoiler. Usually they do for the anime fans, but it is what it is. So that's a new fun fact that I'm hoping I didn't ruin for all of you. And if I did, I apologize in advance, and I'm sure you'll yell at me in the comments down below. But if you like this video, hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and comment down below what you'd like me to do for future anime and cartoon related videos. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.